Now, if you live in a rental property, have stayed in holiday accommodation, or even if you've just bought a home, there's a chance you've unwittingly exposed to methamphetamines.
The drug residue is invisible, odourless, and can cause big problems. Previously, the only way to check for contamination was by testing after someone had vacated a property, but now there's a new device that sets off an alarm if someone is making or using the drug ice.
Wow.
Sunrise correspondent Bianca Stone has this special report. Morning, Bianca.
Guys, good morning to you. This device was developed by a Brisbane-based company and it's now gaining worldwide attention. It's a bit like a smoke alarm, only it detects the drug ice and is capable of sending messages in real time. As we well know, ice is a major problem in Australia and it's not only the users who are being impacted. Like a scene from Breaking Bad.
Jesus, you got crystals in here 2 inches, 3 inches long.
Except this is real life, and most people have no idea it's happening or the damage it can do. Each year, almost 600 clandestine drug labs are detected in Australia, almost half of them in Queensland. But it's not only the labs that are leaving homes contaminated. Veronica Rawlinson unknowingly rented a house that had been used by ice addicts.
Started to get a few skin lesions. And then I was sleeping about 2 hours and I'd get up at 2 o'clock in the morning and I was wide awake.
She knew something was wrong. Her doctors had no answers. Swabbing her rental for meth was a last resort.
The bathroom and the laundry were the two highest, and this wasn't a lab. This was just heavy users, heavy smokers.
The drug residue is odourless, colourless and hard to remove.
I lost basically everything: lounges, beds, mattresses, doonas, a lot of clothes, even things like Ugg boots. They all absorb the ice.
Veronica is not alone. In reality, drug-contaminated properties could be anywhere. Australians are the biggest ice users in the world. According to the latest National Drug Survey, 1.3 million Aussies aged over 14 have used methamphetamine, the most common type, ice.
Out of control. People don't know what's going on. We don't know what's in this property.
Meth testing is becoming more popular, but it's an expensive process that only detects the drug once the damage is done.
In New Zealand, one house was so bad that they had to in fact dig up 30 centimetres of soil as well.
Now a new device has changed the game.
Detects, monitors, reports, deters the most dangerous drug that's going around.
The Meth Breaker is like a smoke alarm that sends real-time reports to a nominated mobile.
The reports come through on a weekly basis until it reaches 0.5, which is the Australian standards. Then it'll send an immediate, instantaneous alert. When it reaches those standards, that's when the police need to get involved.
So you can't move it, you can't cover it?
No.
Tamper-proof?
Totally tamper-proof.
There's already international interest for use in public housing, Airbnbs, hotels and rentals.
As there's no insurance policy for methamphetamine contamination, if a tenant destroys your property via methamphetamine, you're really in the dark and on your own.
Harcourts International has made the Meth Breaker a condition of some leases.
Some tenants who have quite simply refused to apply for properties once they've seen or heard that this property is protected by the Meth Breaker.
They cost less than $1,000, cheap when you consider the price people pay.
It's a problem that's not going to go away. I think it destroys lives, not just the person who is the user, but their families and innocent victims like myself.